Top 10 NFL Superstitions. Did you know some NFL players won't change their socks all season? Or even pee on their hands for better grip? Sounds gross, right? But in the world of pro football, winning isn't just about skill. It's about weird rituals, lucky underwear, and borderline insanity. What if your favorite player swears by talking to goalposts? Or eating the same meal for 16 straight Sundays? Well, that's not it. Some superstitions are so weird that they need a complete explanation to understand. It's going to be very interesting ahead. Number 1. Patrick Mahomes. The lucky red underwear. Yeah, you heard that correctly. Patrick Mahomes, the Kansas City Chiefs' brilliant quarterback, has a game day routine that's both gross and legendary. Since his rookie season in 2017, he's worn the same red underpants to every NFL game. They were a gift from his then-girlfriend, now wife, and after the Chiefs had a successful year, he figured, why meddle with good fortune? Mahomes even acknowledged on live television, the Manning cast, that he rarely washes them, especially during a winning streak. He'll clean them every once in a while, but what if the Chiefs keep winning? Those boxers are remaining funky and undefeated. And honestly, 2 MVPs and a couple Super Bowl rings later, it's difficult to argue with the results. Unwashed luck could be just part of Mahomes' sorcery. Number 2. Marshawn Lynch. Power pellets. Skittles ritual. What if one of the NFL's most feared running backs was fueled by Skittles? Yes, Marshawn Beast Mode Lynch swore by a handful of rainbow candy before each game. It all started when he was a kid, when his mother gave him Skittles and referred to them as power pellets to enhance his vitality. And guess what? He never stopped. Skittles had essentially become a part of his brand by the time he was bulldozing Seattle defenders. Cameras caught him snacking on the sidelines. Supporters began throwing Skittles into the field following his touchdowns, and the entire situation erupted. Skittles even offered him his own special edition pack in Seahawks colors. Who's going to criticize your sweet habits when you're destroying entire defenses and winning Super Bowls? For Lynch, those tiny sugar bombs were pure beast mode fuel. Number 3. George Kittle. Dad's game day letters. Not all NFL superstitions are bizarre. Some are actually rather heartwarming. Consider George Kittle, the 49ers All-Pro tight end. Before every game, he reads a personal letter from his father. Yes, his father Bruce has written him an emotional, hype-filled letter before each game since George was a sophomore in college. That's going back to 2014. These aren't just good luck son messages. They contain motivational pep talks, scouting advice, and even some trash talk to get George pumped up. It is the first thing he does on game day. Then, to balance off his emotions, he headbutts a wall before sprinting out onto the field. It's the ideal balance of love and lunacy, and it works. With his wild enthusiasm and outstanding performance, it's evident Kittle's pregame routine strikes the proper note. Family bonding with a twist of football rage? Classic Kittle. Number 4. Harrison Smith. Pregame hot sauce shot. Forget energy drinks. Harrison Smith goes all out on game day with a dose of pure Tabasco. Not kidding. Before every noon start, the Vikings veteran safety has a specific routine. A cup of coffee, half a plain bagel, and a searing shot of hot sauce to the throat. Why? Smith knew that too much caffeine makes him cramp, but he still wanted something to get him up. So instead of another espresso, he chose liquid fire. In 2019, he openly discussed it, calling it mandatory. And what about his teammates? They've seen it, and they don't believe it either. Chug hot sauce like Gatorade while keeping your safety in mind? Smith claims it energizes him, calms his anxieties, and puts him in a hard-hitting, no-nonsense attitude. Is that crazy? A bit, but when you're one of the NFL's most powerful batters, evidently a Tabasco shot is simply part of the deal. Number 5. Tom Brady. Sunlight warm-up for receivers. Only Tom Brady would use sunshine as a weapon. Before early afternoon games, the GOAT had a strange but ingenious routine. He'd bring his receivers to the worst sun-glared location on the field and force them to catch passes while staring directly into it. There's no shading or excuses, just straight up squint and catch drill. This began during his Patriots days and became a regular occurrence, particularly before 1 p.m. kickoffs. Why? Brady believed in planning for every imaginable game circumstance, including unpleasant sun in your eyes. His reasoning: if you can catch a ball while practically blinded by sunshine, you'll be prepared for anything during the game. Former teammates, including Brandon LaFell, said it demonstrated Brady's extraordinary attention to detail. It wasn't simply superstition. It was mind games, preparation, and Brady-level focus. And, let's be honest, when you have 7 Super Bowl rings, warming up like a lizard in the sun may not seem so strange after all. Number 6. Odell Beckham Jr. One-handed catch warm-up. Have you ever wondered how Odell Beckham Jr. makes those insane one-handed receptions appear so easy? It's not just talent, it's part of his pregame routine. Before each game, OBJ goes out early and performs a full-fledged, one-handed circus act, snatching wild, acrobatic passes like he's auditioning for a highlight reel. He began doing this as a rookie with the Giants in 2014, and it has remained consistent since then. He does it not only for show, but also to boost his confidence. And, to be honest, it completely worked. What about that incredible one-handed touchdown catch against the Cowboys? Yes, he credits practice for that moment. It's gotten so popular that spectators arrive early simply to watch him warm up, and rival players stop to admire it. Teammates say it gets everyone excited, and OBJ says it makes him feel focused. Superstition? Maybe, but who can complain when it concludes with touchdowns and jaw-dropping moments? Number 7. Cam Newton. Fashionable pregame cleats. Do you remember the saying, look good, feel good, play good? Cam Newton lives by that. What is his game day superstition? Wearing a special, over-the-top pair of pregame cleats, only for warm-ups. That's correct. He never plays in them. It's all about setting the mood. Cam used to wear outrageous, rule-breaking Under Armour cleats while he played for the Carolina Panthers around 2015. We're talking glittering gold, neon splashes, and MVP emblazoned across them, essentially wearing swag. He'd warm up in them, get into the zone, and then change to regular cleats before kickoff. One of the most iconic pairings, before Super Bowl 50, he wore gold MVP stamped cleats. He didn't win that one, and some people blame the shoes, naturally, but Cam didn't mind. For him, the ritual was mental. Looking like the baddest person on the field made him feel like it, and he played like it. Whether you call it superstition or style, Cam was at his greatest. Number 8. Pittsburgh Steelers. The terrible towel curse. If you ever find yourself in Pittsburgh, here's some advice. Don't tamper with the terrible towel. Seriously. Steelers fans don't just wave their bright yellow towels for fun. They believe they have power. And who disrespects them? Typically, outcomes are not favorable. This superstition dates back to 1975, when the towel was originally released. However, the terrible towel curse really took off after a few legendary moments. In 2005, Bengals wide receiver TJ Houshmandzadeh wiped his cleats with one, and the Steelers eliminated Cincinnati from the playoffs and went on to win the Super Bowl. Oops! Then there was 2008, when Titans players stepped on a towel following a victory. They were eliminated early in the playoffs. What about the Steelers? They won the Super Bowl again. Fans refer to it as the Curse of Cope, after Myron Cope, the towel's designer, and they swear by it. Players, mayors, and even mascots that mock the towel appear to magically fall apart afterwards. Coincidence? Steelers Nation says nope. Number 9. Dallas Cowboys. The blue jersey jinx. Here's one of the NFL's strangest clothing superstitions. The Dallas Cowboys are secretly scared of their blue uniforms. Yeah, America's team has long thought that navy blue brings ill luck. The so-called blue jersey jinx has been circulating since the late 1960s. Tex Schramm, the Cowboys' general manager, initiated the custom of wearing white at home, unlike most other teams, in 1964. However, what began as a quirky uniform choice evolved into a full-fledged superstition following some bitter losses in blue, such as the 1968 playoff upset to Cleveland and the crushing failure in Super Bowl V. Opponents also caught on. In 1980, The Eagles donned white at home to compel Dallas into blue. And yes, the Cowboys lost. The blue jersey struck again in the 1981 NFC Championship game. Even in 2013, when Dallas was required to wear blue on Thanksgiving, fans held their breath. They narrowly won, but perhaps the curse broke a little. Dallas still wants to wear white whenever feasible. But what about the blue jerseys? Cowboy supporters would rather not take the risk. Number 10. Peyton Manning, game day nap routine. Peyton Manning was known for his meticulous attention to detail. But how did he perform during games? The man was napping. Seriously. Peyton made it a point to sleep as late as possible before each and every game. What's his logic? If you're sleeping, you are not stressed. He said before Super Bowl 48, "Hopefully I'll sleep in. It shortens the time before the game by being asleep." Peyton is the quintessential planner, especially when it comes to his sleep. This was not a lazy thing, it was strategic. He'd take naps anywhere he could close his eyes and relax, including hotel rooms and locker rooms. Teammates joked that he could sleep through meetings and then wake up to throw 3 touchdowns. And honestly, it works. 2 Super Bowls, 5 MVPs. There are plenty of broken records, so while other gamers were blasting hype music and bouncing off walls, Peyton was sleeping like a grandpa on a Sunday afternoon. Calm, cool, and very clutch. And there you have it, 10 of the NFL's strangest, funniest, and most legendary superstitions. Whether it's red underwear, hot sauce shots, or sacred towels, these rituals prove one thing. Football isn't just a game of strength and strategy. It's also a little bit of magic, mystery, and madness. So next time your team's down by 6, don't just blame the defense. Maybe someone forgot their lucky socks. Thanks for watching.